Join us as we travel Florida's East Coast from historic St. Augustine to sunny Vero Beach, with a stop at Kennedy Space Center and plenty of great food along the way. We started our vacation the easy way, flying out of Hagerstown, Maryland, straight to sunny Sanford, Florida with Allegiant Airlines. It made it easy because we skipped the big airports. We landed in Florida and then hit the road to our condo in Ormond Beach. Palm trees ahead, ocean air in the distance, and vacation officially underway. Stopped for lunch at Hall's Seafood, then made our way to the Golden Lion and then Loggerheads, chasing ocean breezes, devouring fresh seafood, and living our best coastal life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! In the new year watching fireworks, and then woke up to Florida's first sunrise of 2026. It was beautiful. Coffee in hand, ocean in front of us, and a pretty perfect start to the year. We started the day with coffee from Cool Beans, and we didn't really have any plans except to explore west. We wanted to stop and see the manatees at the springs, not realizing that we needed to pay just to go look at them. So on the way to the Ocala National Forest, we stopped at Caribbean Jack's for some lunch. We loved the views along the drive and couldn't resist getting out to stretch our legs and grab a drink at Drifter's Riverfront Bar and Grill in Astor, where we even spotted manatees gliding through the river. When we realized we had to pay to get into the state parks to see the springs, we changed plans and decided to chase the sunset on the west coast. The only road going west had a big accident on it, so we couldn't go. On the way back, we popped a tire while trying to sneak a peek at a horse farm. Definitely not the smoothest detour, but totally unforgettable. We then saw our sunset from the back of an Uber and went to eat sushi at Yu Sushi and Hibachi. Of all the times we've been down here, I don't think I've ever seen the ocean this clear, and of course it was the most perfect, beautiful day of the entire trip. Chris totally spoiled us with a couples massage at Europa Salon and Spa in Palm Coast. Definitely 10 out of 10, recommend. It's our second time going there and would absolutely do it again. We then went and had lunch at Tortuga's Florida Kitchen and Bar and wrapped it up with dinner at the Golden Lion, relaxing and fully living our Florida dream on the beach. I always loved coming through High Bridge Road because the Spanish moss hanging from the trees is just surreal, like something straight out of a movie. It's beautiful. We wanted to explore south, so we kicked the day off with coffee from Happy Coast Surf and Coffee and just followed the coast south. We always like to stop and just kind of appetizer hop, so we stopped at Squid Lips Grill in Cocoa Beach, wandered around Sebastian Inlet, stopped at Seaside Grill and the Lazy Turtle Riverfront Grill and Tiki Bar in Palm Bay. We wrapped it all up watching the sunset at Sunset Park in Melbourne and ended the night with dinner at Dixie Crossroads. Exhausted from driving, very full of food, but completely in love with this part of Florida. It's my birthday! We woke up craving avocado toast, so we headed to First Watch for breakfast, and it totally hit the spot. Then we explored the Ormond Memorial Art Museum and Gardens, which I've always wanted to go to since the first time I saw it. It included lush plants, turtles everywhere, and way more to see and do than we expected. Later in the day, I scored a free birthday sub from Jersey Mike's, so obviously that was our first stop before heading towards Sanford. We spent some quiet time sitting by Lake Monroe with a really good book, just soaking it all in. Then we checked out Swamp House and Riverfront Grill, which we've been to before and loved it, and wrapped up the day watching the sunset over the water. Simple, relaxed, and honestly the perfect way to end my birthday. Just kidding, the day was not over yet. We still had some time to kill before it was time to pick Chris's daughter up from the airport around midnight. We stopped at Starbucks to get caffeinated with a free birthday drink, then went into downtown Sanford to walk around and look at the Christmas lights. We stopped at Hollerback's German restaurant for beer and birthday cake, but we still had some time to kill. So we headed around the block to Celery City Craft, where we drank beer and ate sushi under the Christmas lights outside. We didn't really know what we wanted to do that day, except maybe check out St. Augustine and see the City of Lights in the evening. We ended up just staying around Ormond Beach, soaking in the sun, feeling the ocean breeze, and letting the day unfold throughout the morning. Sometimes the best adventures happen when you don't plan a thing. We rolled into St. Augustine about an hour before sunset and kicked things off with a fun spirit tasting at Citygate Spirits. After that, we headed to River and Fort Restaurant and Rooftop Lounge to catch the sunset. Amazing views and great drinks. We spent the evening wandering through St. Augustine, mesmerized by all the Christmas lights, horse-drawn carriages, and trolleys where people were singing Christmas songs. Then we did a little appetizer hopping, starting at Casa Reina and finishing at Athena Restaurant, where we got to enjoy some incredible flambe cheese. Totally a night for the senses. We grabbed breakfast again at First Watch and tried to head to Matanzas Inlet, but on the way, a medevac helicopter shut down the road to land. We continued, and then Chris suddenly remembered that he left something in the oven with it on, so we never even got to go. So we decided to make the best of it by stopping at the Golden Lion for oysters. We somehow ended up eating a record 7 dozen. After that, we relaxed at the Funky Pelican, enjoyed the ocean view, and finished the day with some key lime pie. the launch. Fun fact, growing up I wanted to be an astronaut, so going to Kennedy Space Center honestly felt surreal. We grabbed Starbucks on the way and spent the day completely immersed in everything space exploration. We were supposed to see a rocket launch too, but it got canceled the morning of, which was honestly kind of heartbreaking for all of us. Still seeing the massive vehicle assembly building, the LC-39 observation gantry, the crawlerway, and experiencing the Apollo mission simulation made it feel like stepping into a childhood dream. From the observation gantry, we could see one of the SpaceX launch platforms burning off a lot of fuel. Was honestly kind of emotional for me. That was the shuttle that inspired me as a kid to want to become an astronaut, so standing there looking at it in real life felt like seeing a piece of my childhood come to life. It was very surreal. After that, we just enjoyed all the attractions, exploring the exhibits, jumping on the simulator rides, and even trying the space-themed slides. It felt like a mix of fun and science everywhere you turned, and honestly, we were just having a blast along with the kids taking it all in.
You're
finally able to catch Chris's shenanigans on video just as we were about to leave Kennedy Space Center. Once we got back to Ormond Beach, we decided to stop and get fresh catch seafood at Hall's Seafood. Unfortunately, this was our last morning here, so we made it count. We went out of our way for breakfast at Java Joint in Beverly Beach just because it's one of our favorite places we found when driving down one time. Then we took in the quiet morning one last time before we headed off to the airport. Thanks for watching our trip. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling us where we should go next. We're already planning the next adventure. See you on the next one!